think it was part of the farm on that property. And that's where the farm owner, or I don't know who he was, he stayed at that house with his family.
Oh, okay.
And there was this little brook that went through our yard outside, but it also went through the house. And then they just left a little trickle there.
Oh, that's where they would keep things cool?
They put the milk in the cows.
So maybe before they moved there, it was the farm foreman's house.
Well, it was part of I think stables or something. There was foundations and things, but Pop and Alfred and Lawrence helped build the house and put it together.
And then didn't Joan have something to do with it?
Oh, yeah, she brought the property. She was working and gave it to them as a present.
Wow.
It was 4 acres, I think.
Yeah, and what's amazing, most of it's still there.
Yeah.
The 4 acres, the house.
Little house. There was a chicken coop.
I remember that.
Yeah.
We used to go out there, and I remember there was an egg that had fallen in there was a dead baby chick. It's the first time I realized that eggs weren't just a yolk and white.
Yeah.
They were actually chickens.
It was a baby.
Baby chicks.
Yeah. Well, Pop used to have chickens. He had a pig at one time. I can't remember. I remember the chickens, so they were all fenced behind his garage. He built his house. Well, he was known for fireplaces.
He's a mason then.
Yeah, he's a mason, and I think Lawrence worked with him. Alfred was younger, and he went in the service when the war was on.
And that was at the end of what became Lindstrom Road.
Yeah, and that's where they built the White House.
So you could walk from your property
over the hill
to Lindstrom Road area. Okay.
In fact, one time we had an ice storm, so you couldn't drive, or Uncle Lawrence came walking over because we had a fireplace and everything. And he'd come over, and so we'd have a big party, and it was funny. They'd walk home over the hill again, and then he'd come back.
Oh, wow, that's neat.
And we used to go to Pop's every Sunday for dinner.
Oh,
because my mother there was 8 children in the family.
Okay.
2 men, and the rest were women.
Right.
So it was a busy house.
Mm-hmm. And so who would cook the meal?
Aunt Helen. She never married, and I think she was the youngest. Elma or Helen was the youngest. Either one of them, I can't.
And was there a traditional meal you always cooked, or was it always something different?
Well, Christmas time, you'd have sort of like a Swedish Christmas. And
what were some of the dishes then?
Well, he'd make, what was it he made? It was some party drink.
Like glögg, yeah.
He'd have that, and then they'd go to church that he had built in Mars Plains.
Oh, I've never seen that.
And they'd go, whomever wanted to go. Not everybody always went. Because it'd be midnight, and we'd be partying and drinking, and
and then go to church.
Yeah. Oh, they always waited for Pop.
Do you remember any of the meals, like as roasts or soups or stews?
Lutefisk. Lutefisk is fish. That was a meal, but they'd always have beef with it, on the side.
Isn't that like a fermented?
Because everybody didn't like it. It was a cream sauce.
Okay.
And Pop used to freeze a fish, and I remember he'd dig a big pit and would freeze it in, wrappings and stuff.
You know, and then it fermented, right?
Yeah. I didn't really eat that much of it. The children got.
Yeah.
But the fireplace would have all our stockings hung on it.
Wow.
A picture of it was really funny. I got Uncle Bud's name one time, to fill his stocking.
Like you do a secret angel thing.
Yeah. So I got the long johns, for cold weather underwear, and I hung that up instead of a stocking and filled both the legs up.
Oh my God.
And then Pop would give us each a silver dollar.
Oh.
And the children.
I think there's one around here.
I don't know, they're gone.
Wow.
I think I took them to Vegas.
And then, any recollections of the house, the actual red house, and how it was built? And
Well, it was a mess. I mean, they had I put the last brick with my mother on the chimney because it didn't have a fireplace. And it was a mess. The house was falling apart. Hadn't been used in years, I guess.
Well, luckily you had construction in the family.
Oh yeah, they rebuilt it, put the porch on it, put the garage wasn't there. That part of the house wasn't there at all.
Wow! Oh my gosh!
Gave an extra big room over that, which they didn't do anything with it. And that was sort of like a guest room if somebody came to spend the night.
I remember sleeping in the room
Nikki's
above the garage. No, the room above the garage I slept in.
Yeah.
That's the last place I slept in before we moved to California.
That's right, I remember.
And I left Nana a little present.
Yeah.
Remember I cooked in bed and I left it in the
tub.
No, I left it in the
bed
cupboard.
Or cupboard. Oh, that was it. I always wanted to look in to see what you'd left.
Oh gosh. Oh boy. And then the backyard too. Didn't you put a
patio
back there?
And I built a wall, a half like a gate wall out there because there was a hill.
Okay, yeah.
And Mike Berry, who was, I can't remember if he was in my class or not. He's younger, I think. A neighbor. I think there were 13 children in the family.
Wow.
So he came over and Mother knew the family in Morris Plains.
Nice.
And he helped put that yard in shape.
Well, I just remember playing in the big circular graveled
The driveway and the sundial was put in the middle.
And then walking down towards
the brook,
the road, and we'd play in the brook there.
Yeah. And the weeping willow tree.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's
it was a
still
really neat
there
little
or
spot.
not.
And it's really amazing. It's still there and pretty much the way it was.
Yeah.
Even the surrounding land.
I know. It's so weird.
Wow.
Because it was built up sort of there, but it wasn't like a street here. Malpars Road was.
Yeah. And
They were starting to be built up. I mean, we were a new house. And then I can't remember Lissa knows the girl's name that lived below us.
That's
When
right.
Lissa lived there with Mom and Dad when Joan moved out here and got married.
Now, while they were building or remodeling the red house, did you all live at Canfield Road until it was finished?
Well, they worked on it. They made it livable. We could stay there. They were putting the porch on and, finishing up. We could stay at, I guess, the estates because it hadn't been sold or anything.
Okay.
And I guess he made arrangements where we could be there.
be there while they did
Yeah.
got it ready for you.
Yeah, where it was livable. I mean, we had a coal stove in the kitchen,
Wow.
and they left that there because they didn't know what they were going to do.
So your mom would cook with coal?
Yeah, she put the turkey in, and it never really cooked through for our first Thanksgiving.
Oh no.
Well, she, hadn't cooked on a coal stove. And
Yeah, you gotta heat that up probably hours.
it'll be ready soon. It got dark.
Oh, and then Nicky had his own little place.
Well, Nicky's Nook, we call it. Yeah.
Nicky's Nook. And did each of you have your own bedroom?
Joan and I were downstairs in that bedroom.
Okay.
In the living room. The front of the house was the living room, and there was like a room about the size of the bathroom here.
Okay.
And that was sort of like a coat room, and a desk was in there, so you could sit down and write letters and stuff. And then a coat closet. And then the bedroom was by the stairs, and that was the end of the house. That living room was next.
I vaguely remember going up those stairs past Nicky's Nook.
Yeah,
and
to
then
the
past your
bathroom.
mom and dad's bedroom.
They were at the top of the stairs to the right, and his was the bedroom next here, and then the bathroom, and then the extra 2 rooms.
Right. Wow, it was quite a big house.
Yeah.
So legend has it that your mom, Elsa, helped Pop and Lawrence build the front porch brick by brick.
Yes, that's right. You'd see her kneeling down, and she had a butter knife, and she would place the brick down and then smear the cement around it or wherever it was needed. And we used to just kid her about doing that. She was doing all the brickwork.
Wow.
And that was Pop's, love. He loved doing brickwork.
That's right, he was a mason, so she worked alongside her dad.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I even did 1 or 2 just to say I had done it.
Yeah. Well, it's beautiful if you look at the photographs of the front porch. It's just perfect. So I wish we could have gone inside when I was there with Kathy
Yeah,
a few years ago.
I had no idea who's there or anything.
Yeah.